Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
Jersey's hard. I like that.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
I know you see my guy glitch out the way, bro. They just cheated for Jamar Chase. That is crazy.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. It's caught.
That is crazy.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
it's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Cheetah with a pick.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
I'm wondering.
Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow on play action. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That third down conversion good for 23. Inside handoff to Nixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Fourth down, here's Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 11. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Jackson. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. kept that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 1, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mix it up the middle. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, Jackson will keep it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson. forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Just a yard to go here on second down. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson will keep it. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On third down, Burrow. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So that
don't quit.
Real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter.
Don't quit, man.
That is not
he scored on some Fugazi shit in the first quarter.
There's a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play.
They let your dude glitch and
instead of being in a position to win.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, they let my cornerback glitch out the way so Jamar Chase can catch him one, and then broken coverage on your tight end.
To kick this one away.
Which, that's cap. That's what I consider both of those cap. I had to earn mine.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Don't quit. You ain't been able to run the ball all day.
Back at the 22.
Wheel route.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Don't quit.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And the catch.
Oh, they gave them. Gave him one.
The stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that puts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right is Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 74 yards on the ground here for Dobbins. And a first down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
Appreciate that because I was going to call timeout on the 1 second.
Burn one there after giving up the
That's how I really
first
do this
down.
shit.
They'll go with the option, coming right, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I give you respect, though. You're not letting Lamar Jackson run that bitch. You definitely got your shit on conservative option. I like it.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
That shit don't matter when I hand that bitch off to Dobbins, man. Put the game away, nigga. Put the game away.
Tucker now for the extra point.
You're not blocking this. I'm not missing it. Come on, man. Came in here down 14 and scrubbed you on the stream. I will be sending the stream to the group chat.
Tucker now to kick it away.
I will be sending the stream to the group chat.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
No, you're not going nowhere.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
You're not going nowhere.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Now Ball loses the football.
Make up for it.
Picked up by the Ravens.
Make up for it. You're not catching him. You're not catching him. Don't quit. Don't quit. Be a real one.
Return for a late touchdown.
Don't quit.
The
Be a real
offense,
one.
they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one.
The game
and it
away.
could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to
Got my
3
17.
scores. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
See, you know how to play Lamar. If I get a hold of Lamar in the franchise, I win the Super Bowl, period.
And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can.
Joe Mixon finally did something this game. Shut down the whole game.
With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Throwing now is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Turned up on them.
I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror.
Good win, Ravens.
Ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Shut Baby Joe down, man. He's sad in his own stadium with the hardest jerseys in the league. They couldn't get it done. All the momentum, all the swag. The Ravens just that boy, you know? It's hard to deal with that defense. You might get a couple, but it's hard to deal with them. They turn tough at the right time. A couple user alerts. You know how we get down on stream. Look at that. Look at that. Joe Burrow threw 3. 50% completion ain't going to get the job done, though. Lamar did just enough to get it. Let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats. He had a 95 rating. So Joe Burrow did everything he had to do, but look at them 3 interceptions. I threw 2, but look at them 3 interceptions right there. Dobbins, player of the game. 7.2 a carry, 2 tutties. 2 tutties. 2 broken tackles, yards after contact, 28. Didn't have a run over, you know what I'm saying, 20. Joe Burrow ironically did, but he also fumbled twice. That kind of cost him too. You know, that ain't gonna get the job done. You know, I'm gonna respect Lamar. I'm gonna give him his touches. Only had 3 yards. I'm gonna show you where I had no passing touchdowns. But I'm gonna show you where we won the game at right here. Look at that. 2 touchdowns on defense. Hamilton, you know, rookie from Notre Dame. He's just a field general out there. Young field general in the making. In the right hands, he'll do what he needs to do. And then the fastest person on our defense, rookie out of Alabama. So just 2 of the best DBs that came out in the draft. And you just got to know what you got to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Why they lied and say he didn't. Oh, no, it was a fumble recovery that he scored on. I was about to say, I thought he got a pick 6, but not a fumble. 2 fumble recoveries. Just the speed to get to the ball, the awareness to get there. But yeah. And then, I got to give Tut his, you know what I'm saying, 4 for 4 on extra points, hit a 54-yarder that kept us up, so there was no pressure when we were up by 2, or else we would have been down by 1. And then he missed one with McPherson out of Florida, which is crazy. That's my dog. You know I'm a Gator fan. But McPherson better be looking for a trade because Bengals don't know what to do with him. And then punting, you know, we didn't punt. Kick returns, he had 105, but he also had 4 chances to get those. We had 1 for 22, and then, you know, he split that 9-yarder. No punt returns, but I did get a field goal return and shit. I don't know why I don't show up under that, but yeah. Good game, boys. I'll see y'all.